Hey, it is an unstoppable day. It's your boy Terrence, the Unstoppable Coach Leffridge, with another episode of the Unstoppable Story Show, where we talk to ordinary people with unstoppable stories. Thank you so much for spending a little bit of your day with us today as we continue to talk about the 21 days of gratitude. Yes, the 21 days of gratitude on the Unstoppable Story Show. For the next 21 days, we talk about nothing but gratitude. What are you grateful for? We talk about the fact that this is the harvest season, Thanksgiving, where we bring in the harvest, where we talk about what we've been able to grow over the course of this year. And we're thankful for the harvest that has come at this time. And you know what they say, if you do anything for 21 days in a row, then it's more than likely to become a habit. So we're hoping that you will watch us for these 21 days and you'll hear what I'm grateful for and what our amazing guests are grateful for. And maybe, just maybe, you'll find something to be grateful for and make it a habit throughout the rest of the year. So we're so glad that you guys are here. Hey, listen, before we get started, I just want you to know that the Unstoppable Story Show is sponsored by BTBY, an affiliate of Be Better Now. BTBY provides training, coaching, and media representation. If you want to change your life and become a better you, then go on over to www.comechangeyourlife.com and give us a try. We'll help you become the best version of yourself. So, as we move into the 21 days of gratitude, we are into our second week of doing it right now. And we've had some phenomenal guests tell us about some things they are more than excited about and they're more than grateful for. And the guest we have today is no different. You know, like me, she is in media. She has her own show, but her show is blowing up. Her show is syndicated across the country and it's called The Wake Up with Marci show. And once you meet our guest, you're going to know why you should be waking up each and every morning with her. So let's welcome to the stage the host of the Wake Up with Marci show. It's Marci Hopkins.
Hi,
Hey,
guys.
Marci.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm doing great, Terrence. Thanks for having me.
Hey, thanks for being a part of our show, taking some time out of your busy schedule to talk about gratitude with us. We're talking about the 21 days of gratitude, helping people have an attitude of gratitude. So, I gave you a little bit of intro, but I believe that each one of our guests can tell about themselves better than I ever can. So, Marci, why don't you take about 30 seconds and introduce yourself to the Unstoppable Story Show family?
Thank you so much, Terrence. I'm Marci Hopkins. I'm the host and creator of Wake Up with Marci, which is a talk show with heart about inspiring and empowering because I want to help others out there to live their best, amazing lives. And I'm the author of Chaos to Clarity, Seeing the Signs and Breaking the Cycles. I am a mental health and recovery advocate and a motivational speaker. And the best job I have is being a mother to two amazing children. And I have an incredible husband. So I just am very grateful to be a part of the show. And I'm grateful for life. It's changed my life.
I love it. I love it. You have an amazing story that we'll get into as we go through our time together. But when you think about gratitude on a whole,
Mhm.
what definition comes to mind for you, Marci?
Just being thankful and observant of the little things around you that are gifts, a gift of even having a new day to put out the best version of yourself and new opportunities. And I just believe that being grateful is about being thankful and noticing the small things. because we're all looking for the biggest things to be grateful for and striving for the biggest things. And we think if we get the big things, we're going to live in happiness. But really, happiness is finding the gratitude in the little things.
Absolutely. And I'm grateful in a little thing called the 10X stages of where I met you a couple of months ago here in my town, Fort Lauderdale. Just happened to be there hanging out with my good friend and my partner in crime, Brenda Ringwood. And she started bringing all these people out of the conference that was happening there. And we just decided to do our show like we just do it impromptu on the road. And there was this couch, and there was this lovely lady that just came through from the back and sat right there on the front row, and she just watched our whole show live and in action. And I said, that lady has a presence that I think I need to meet. And I'm so glad I met you, because you are a breath of fresh air every time we get a chance to talk to each other. And it feels like I've known you for more than just literally a couple of months now.
I
Does
know
it feel that way for you?
it really does. We've been through a lot together already, and I you were talking about your show here being sponsored by BTBY and being the better you, and I had the opportunity to be a part of the conference, and another gift that I've been given from meeting you is you coaching me on speaking. And that has been a true gift because I've grown exponentially from that experience and getting to work with you. And I've been able to evolve. And now that means that since I've found my voice and I'm able to get out on more stages, I'm able to help more people. So just another reason to be grateful.
Absolutely. And I'm so glad that we've been able to do something to enhance what you already had, because you already have that presence, as I said, and you have that natural passion for what you do. So anything we've given you is just icing on the cake, as they say. So, as we're talking about gratitude, and it's great to know that there are so many things you're grateful for. But before the show, we talked to you about two things that you're grateful for. And the first thing you said when we talk about what am I grateful for today is you're grateful for the unconditional love from my husband. And you said a little bit more, so I'm going to let you talk about why are you grateful for that today?
Well, Terrence, I had a pretty rough upbringing. I of course did have love from my family, so I'll never say that I didn't have love growing up. I did. But I had some difficult things that happened, and because of those things, I didn't really know how to give love or receive love, especially in relationships. It was tainted because I was abused as a young girl, and I didn't I didn't know how to really recognize when somebody truly cared about me and was giving me love, because I was always seeking something that I really didn't know what I was looking for. And that's, even though I was married, my husband and I had a good relationship until we didn't, because of multiple things that were going on in our lives. But I just thought that I wasn't receiving the love that I had been seeking. And there was a time where my drinking got to be too much, and I made a decision to stop drinking. And when I did, my husband embraced me, and he showed me, and I felt it for the first time, real love.
Mm.
And I was able to drop the walls that I had surrounded myself with because I was so afraid of getting hurt. And when they came down and I let his love in, it was absolutely beautiful. So he showed me something that I never knew was available to me, or that it was in front of me all of that time. And through my healing journey, I've been 9 years sober now. He has been nothing but supportive, and he has grown with me. Because in anything, in relationships, there's two people, right? So
Yes.
both need to grow, both need to work together to build something stronger. And he has stepped up with me as I've grown, he's grown, and we have learned to evolve as a better couple and grown in our love together. So I'm very grateful for the love that he showed me and has continued to show me, and we have been able to grow something that I really thought I would never have in my life, Terrence.
Oh, is it okay if we ask what your husband's name is?
Yes, his name is Ray.
Hey, let's give a shout out to Ray. Hey, Ray. Sounds
Woo!
like sounds like he is a good man. And you know, the vows say in sickness and health, in good times and in bad times. And the challenge is not just the getting married, it's not just the marriage, it's the action verb part of it. It's the married part of it. And many people just get caught up in the day, the ceremony, but then they don't recognize that staying married is work. And
It
it's
is.
one of those things that you have to go through in order to grow through. And it's good to know that you definitely made the right choice and he's been willing to evolve and grow as you've grown. And then
Yeah.
the other part of that is, you know, we say sometimes you can't see the picture when you're part of the frame.
Mhm.
I suspect that the love that you found was there all the time, just waiting for you to come out of the picture to
Correct.
get all the things that you're receiving right now. So kudos to you for putting in the work, not only on the marriage,
Yeah.
but on yourself as well.
I've
And I'm
recognized a lot of that, Terrence, is when you don't have the love for yourself, it's pretty hard to let somebody love you.
Yeah, absolutely,
Mhm.
absolutely. And that's why they say it's two individuals. You know, there's no such thing as 50-50 in a marriage. You know, that's the worst lie out there. Sometimes it's got to be my 100 because you're at 0. Sometimes it's got to be your 80 because I'm at 20, but the fact that
Mhm.
you recognize that each time and you still give the very best you can give each and every day, that's what makes it work. So
Mhm.
I'm glad and looking forward to meeting Ray one day.
Yeah,
So
I look forward to you meeting him.
yes, yes, yes. You guys were hanging out at the Unstoppable Story Show. Again, we are talking about the 21 days of gratitude, 21 days to help you make this a habit and a lifelong journey. We're hanging out with Marci Hopkins, and we're going to come back and we're going to talk about something else that Marci is grateful for. But before we do that, are you looking for someone to bring the TLE to your next event? Yeah, the Terrence Leffridge Experience. We're here to help your event, your workshop, facilitate, MC, and speak at your next event and help it become an unstoppable event. So if you're looking for an MC, looking for a speaker, come on out, reach out to me. Go on over to the link below, terrenceleffridge.com, sign up for a 30-minute discovery call, and we'll see if we're a great match to have the TLE at your next event, the Terrence Leffridge Experience. We're going to go to a commercial break, and we will be right back. You're watching the Unstoppable Story Show. Welcome back to the Unstoppable Story Show. Yes, you can be a part of the next class of the Becoming the Best Speaker Academy, part of the BTBY family of services. And Marcy can tell you about it. She was part of our BTBS class that just ended. And as she just said earlier, she got a chance to get some coaching from myself and from the team at BTBS. And as she said, she felt like it has helped her and she's grateful for it. So if you like Marcy and you see what you like in Marcy and what she's talking about today, then maybe the BTBS is for you. Becoming the best speaker you can be. Going over to btbspeaker.com for more details. New classes starting in the new year. So make 2025 the best year of your life by starting out with becoming the best speaker. Hey, Marcy, we're hanging out with you. How you doing today?
Doing great, doing great. Yep. If you're ready to be a speaker, jump in that class.
Yes, yes, yes. You heard it here. Definitely come on over and jump in that class as we jump back into our episode of the 21 Days of Gratitude. Talking about gratitude here on the Unstoppable Story Show with Marcy. And Marcy, we talked just a minute ago about the unconditional love for your husband, but you also said that there was something else you were grateful about, and that was your platform and your book. So tell us a little bit about the platform and the book.
So, Wake Up with Marcy is a talk show that I created because I wanted to share stories of hope. We all go through many hardships, obstacles in our lives, but how do we get to the other side of it? And that's what I wanted to teach through my guests and the stories that were told. Real life people that have gone through real life situations that we all go through, and sharing how they got to the other side of that so we can have hope. And I also share a lot of education on the show, resources, tools, because I want you to be able to walk away from the show and incorporate something in your life right away that will help you to create a change. And I just wanted to share, Terrence, talking about gratitude. I found out today that Wake Up with Marcy just won its second Anthem Award, Silver Anthem Award, because I shared a story. This woman, Eve Goldberg, she lost her husband, excuse me. She lost her son to a drug overdose.
Wow.
Yeah, and which I can't even imagine, right? So she's been dealing all these years with her son and a drug addiction. Then she ends up losing her son. So now she has to go through the grief of losing a child. And she has since started a foundation in New York City called Big Vision, where she's creating a safe place for young adults to have sober fun. So that is truly creating a triumph over a big tragedy. So
absolutely.
very grateful to be able to share stories and focus in on wellness and mental health for others. And then also my book, Chaos to Clarity, Seeing the Signs and Breaking the Cycles. I'm very grateful for my book because it's another way that I am helping others to get help through difficulties in their lives. So my book helps those hopefully meet them where they are in their healing journey in addiction, recovery, healing from their past, uh, recognizing maybe how they are within relationships and grow emotionally for themselves, move past a victim mentality, and then learn action items, how to incorporate them into their lives so they can then live a better life. So even if you're not in recovery, I share what I learned in recovery and even what I learned in the 12-step program and what I've incorporated in my life. There's so much that you can learn around shifting your mindset, because no matter what we've gone through in life, it is all about our mindset. And
Yes.
having a positive mindset is not as easy as people may think. There's a lot of work, daily work that goes into that. And that's what I've incorporated into my life, which now is why I'm living in happiness and abundance. And Terrence, the fact that you have the show about gratitude, it is gratitude that ultimately changed my life. Finding a way to be grateful every day changed how I felt about my life, living in a different mindset and not feeling sorry for myself, but figuring out like how can I move past something and finding the silver lining in anything that I'm facing in life. And Rhonda Burns, which she's an incredible author of The Secret and The Promise, I love a quote by her. And her quote is that the universe loves a grateful person because a grateful person attracts magic, right? So anything that you're desiring, if you are grateful, you have a high vibrational state, and we're all energy. So you're drawing in all of these incredible things in your life. And that's where I feel that I am today, because I have an understanding of that. And I do wish that for everyone else.
Well, it definitely sounds like you have put in the work to get into this state. For some people, like myself, just waking up every morning is a natural high for me. But
Mhm.
then there's for other people, that same waking up is like a daily grind.
Yep.
And it's just the two different mindsets that go along with that.
Mhm.
One of my speaker colleagues always says that wherever you are in life, Marci, your mind got there first. So if
Yeah.
you're in a bad situation, your mind got there first. If you're in a good situation, your mind got there first. If you're in a bad situation, but you're thinking good thoughts about it, that's what your mind has created for you. So it's all about the mindset. And when you really break down that word, it's mind and set.
Yeah.
So put it in a sentence: set your mind to where you want the rest of your body to go.
Love it.
And
Mhm.
it's something that we have to work on each and every day, because as if we were to just let life live us, woo,
I'd be
Lord.
right back there and
Right,
feeling
right,
sorry for
right,
myself
right.
every day.
Yeah. But it takes work to still see positivity, especially with so much darkness that's around. But it's still possible, you know?
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
that's why the word impossible, when you break it down, it just says I'm possible. And it's
Possible.
possible. It's
Yeah.
possible for me to be happy in spite of this. It's impossible for you to be happy despite everything you've gone through. And I've said this many times before, Marci, so but it still does apply to you. Thank God you don't look like what you've been through. And I mean that. I mean that, because you know, just like I know, you've probably run into some people that are the same age that you are, and they look like they're twice as old. Why? Because life has beat them down.
Yes.
Life, they have probably didn't have that same mental fortitude and positive mindset that you have now. So we can see how what we've gone through can affect us if we allow it to. So I'm so grateful that you've overcome, and that you've created a platform and a book to help others do that. What's been some of the feedback you've gotten from people that have been on your show or who have read your book?
I got to tell you, there's been so many people that have shared with me how much my book has helped them. And again, they don't have to be in recovery. It's just it opens your eyes to looking at a new way of looking at life.
Mm-hmm.
And whenever I hear that I've helped someone, whether it be through my show or on social media or in my book, that is what lights me up inside. That's what keeps me going. I mean, what I do is very hard work. A lot of people say, I don't know how you do it all. But
Yeah.
what keeps me going is the mission in my heart. And that's
Yeah.
what God has set forth for me since I have gotten sober. And I just know that the universe keeps bringing me good, amazing people to be on my show to make a difference for other people too. Somebody out there needs to hear the message. And I just, I just, I know my book's coming out in Spanish. I'm going to hold it up. I'm sitting here
Okay.
looking at it. I don't know why I'm not
Yes.
holding it up, Terrence.
I was going to get it up before this show was going.
But my book
Yes.
just won the International Impact Award for memoir in addiction and recovery for spirituality. Because a lot of my story has to do with spirituality, and that's changed my life. And about self-development, because self-improvement, we all need to discover self-improvement because it all starts with us.
Yes.
And the fact that my book has been approved to come out in Spanish, I mean, how grateful am I that I'm going to be able to help another culture in this area?
Yes,
So
absolutely. And we always say
very,
that a book can go places that you may never go to. So just the fact that
I
it's
know.
being transcribed, now it's going to have the ability to go into more places that you don't physically have to go to, but they'll still be able to experience you. So that's fantastic. Congratulations on the accolades for your book. Congratulations on the accolades for the show. Congratulations for the growth that you are experiencing in your own life, Marci. We appreciate you.
Thank you so very much.
Now, we could probably talk forever, but the show only goes so long. So why don't you tell somebody who's going to watch this show live or in the replay and is going to want to reach out to you, what's the best way they can reach out to Marci?
Well, if you go to wakeupwithmarci.com, Marci with an I, all of my information's there. The social media, if you want to send me an email, easy enough, wakeupwithmarci@gmail.com. You can find out where to see the show, any upcoming events for me. Terrence, I have a book signing December 14th in Union, New Jersey.
Okay.
Come on and fly down. Let's go.
Well, definitely you can put that in the comments on the show, and then we'll make sure that everybody knows, everybody who's up in Union, New Jersey, and they can come and actually see you. We appreciate you, Marci. Again, thank you for taking time to be here with us on the Unstoppable Story Show, 21 Days of Gratitude. And please come back to the show again, okay?
Oh, I'd love to. Thank you, Terrence.
You are so welcome. And well, hey, you guys, that is a wrap for this episode of the 21 Days of Gratitude on the Unstoppable Story Show. Hey, there's still time before Thanksgiving. If you want to be a guest on the show and talk about what you're grateful for, just go ahead and send me one paragraph email, tleffridge@unstoppablecoaching.com. We'll take a look at it, and maybe you, just like Marci, will be the next guest on the Unstoppable Story Show, where we talk to ordinary people with unstoppable stories. And as always, wherever you are in the world today, you know what I say. Don't just make it a great day, but be grateful for everything you have in life and make it an unstoppable day. We'll talk to you next time.
My name is Brenda Ringwood. I'm the founder of Becoming the Better You. And a few years ago, I hired Mr. Unstoppable, Terrence Leftridge, to come and be part of my group. I wanted him to be my MC, but he delivered more than that. Not only did he keep the crowd engaged, he knew when to bring the mood back up. He kept the program going. He was a lifesaver for me. and we've been working together ever since. I have seen him in action on many, many stages, not only as an MC, but as a speaker, as a coach, as a mentor, and let me tell you, he's the real deal. I highly recommend Terrence Leftridge for emceeing, for speaking, for coaching, but let me tell you, when he steps in the room, you know you've got a winner.